So what interests you? Right now, first thing that pops into your head, what is the main thing that interests you? Because chances are the first thing that comes into your head is the main thing in your life that you find the most interesting, and that is probably very important to you. Whatever that thing is, do you change your answer depending on who asks you? If your mom or dad asks you, is your answer different than when, say, just a general friend or a total stranger or somebody on the internet? Are you afraid to answer if it's a little strange? This is a really important question, I think, because this forms the basis for peer pressure. You worry about what other people are going to think of your interests and what they will think of you for having those interests. And you want to fit in, so you try to form your interests to fit those of the people around you that you wish that you could be more like or be a part of. I find something really interesting with Facebook. When it started, it was basically you add your friends and you have a friends list, and that's still how it is today, but they've also added interest lists, and most people don't use those. Those came about because of Twitter and Google+, which are rival social networks. In these social networks, you don't add your friends. You find people that interest you and you follow them. And you follow them because they share similar interests, not because you like them or because you know them or because you want to be a part of whatever group they're in, but because they talk about things that really interest you. And that's really important, and Facebook has taken note, but a lot of people still have not gotten on board with that. I really think that we need to take that and apply it to real life, or at least more than we do now. We tend to focus on the cool people, the good-looking people, the celebrities, the people that we wish we could be like, even though those people don't have the same interests we do. We would be really miserable if we could fit in with those people because what they're doing is not interesting to us. A big part of the problem, I think, is that we associate interest with like. So if somebody doesn't have the same interests as we do, and we're talking about what is really, really interesting to us, whether it is sports or celebrities or movies or anything that we really, really like, and we're talking about it, and somebody does not share those interests, they won't follow us, they won't talk to us, they won't want to be involved with us a whole lot because it's just not that interesting to them. And we take that personally and we think the person does not like us. But it's not personal. It's not that they don't like us. They don't even know us. They just don't have those similar interests. So this kind of goes twofold. You need to not be angry with somebody if you are not interesting to them. You're not going to be interesting to everybody. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. It just means that you just don't share the same interests. They want to talk about cars and you want to talk about sports. You're just not going to be that interesting to each other. On the same hand, you do not need to friend everybody that wants to friend you. You do not need to follow everybody that wants to follow you. Some people will be really interested in what you are doing and what you're talking about, what you're saying, but you might not be interested in what they're doing, and that's okay. In the end, I really believe that we need to focus on our own interests, and that's not a selfish thing, because when you focus on your interests and somebody else shares those interests and you find each other, you work together and you grow and learn together, and that's a really powerful thing. So don't be offended if somebody's not interested in you, and don't go following people because there's no obligation to follow them just because they're interested in you. If you're not interested in them, there's nothing wrong with that. So thank you for your interest in sharing this Minecraft moment with me. Ciao for now.